Alyssa and Trevor's romance began in the glow of youth. She was 17, her laughter infectious, her optimism unshakable. He was 19, ambitious, with a smile that promised the world. They met at a local diner, sharing milkshakes and dreams. By 2001, they stood before friends and family, vowing to build a life together. Their early years were filled with joy. The birth of their first daughter, Ardan, followed by 4 more children. To neighbors, they were the perfect family, their home filled with laughter. But perfection is often an illusion. Trevor's ambition drove him to chase entrepreneurial ventures, real estate deals, tech startups, retail schemes. Each promised wealth but delivered debt. The family's savings dwindled and bills piled up. They moved from one Philadelphia suburb to another, then to neighboring states, chasing Trevor's next big idea. Alyssa, ever supportive, juggled motherhood and part-time jobs, believing in her husband's vision. But the constant upheaval strained their bond. Trevor's frustration grew, and Alyssa began to notice a change in his demeanor, a sharpness in his tone, a coldness in his gaze. As financial pressures mounted, Trevor's behavior darkened. He began isolating Alyssa, cutting her off from friends and family. "You don't need them," he'd say, his voice calm but firm. He monitored her calls, read her texts, and demanded she report her whereabouts. He dictated her wardrobe, insisting on modest clothing to protect her. Alyssa's world shrank to the walls of their home, her vibrant spirit dimming under Trevor's control. She confided in a journal, writing, "I don't know who I am anymore." The man she loved had become her captor. In 2016, after 15 years of marriage, Alyssa could bear no more. She sought a divorce, hoping to reclaim her life. But Trevor's reaction was explosive. "You'll never leave me," he roared, slapping her across the face. He locked her in, their home, hiding her phone and keys. Alyssa's fear grew, but so did her resolve. She whispered to her children, "We'll be okay," promising them a future free from fear. Her heart raced as she planned her escape, knowing one wrong move could cost everything. One afternoon, when Trevor left for a meeting, Alyssa seized her chance. She found a hidden phone and called 911, her voice barely above a whisper. "Please help us," she pleaded. Police arrived, escorting Alyssa and her children to safety. A domestic violence shelter became their refuge, offering counseling and legal aid. Alyssa filed for divorce and met Jeffrey Matt, a kind man who saw her strength. For the first time in years, she felt hope. But Trevor's shadow loomed large. In March 2017, Trevor contacted Alyssa, claiming he wanted to sign divorce papers. Desperate for closure, she agreed to meet. But it was a trap. Inside his house, Trevor brandished a knife, his voice low and menacing. "You're mine," he hissed, holding her captive for hours. Alyssa's heart pounded as she begged for her life, thinking of her children. Eventually, Trevor let her go, but the terror lingered. She reported the incident, but without physical evidence, Trevor walked, free, restrained only by a mutual order. Trevor's manipulation extended to their children, especially Arden, now a teenager. He painted Alyssa as the villain, convincing Arden to spy on her mother. "You're helping our family," he lied. Arden, torn between loyalty and doubt, shared Alyssa's routines with Trevor. The betrayal cut deep, but Alyssa remained unaware, focusing on rebuilding her life with Jeffrey and her children. In a chilling act of desperation, Trevor, with Arden's unwitting help, abducted Alyssa from her home. He drugged her, ensuring compliance, and drove aimlessly, his mind set on a deadly plan. For 55 hours, he subjected her to relentless abuse, writing farewell letters to stage her death as a suicide. Alyssa, fighting through fear and disorientation, clung to thoughts of her children, whispering to herself, "I will survive." At a rural convenience store, Alyssa's chance came. As Trevor paid for gas, she caught the cashier's eye, mouthing, "Help me." The cashier, sensing danger, called 911. Surveillance footage captured Alyssa's plea, giving police a critical lead. Across counties, law enforcement mobilized, tracking Trevor's car through grainy footage and witness reports. After a 55-hour manhunt, police intercepted Trevor and Alyssa in a coastal town. Trevor attempted to flee, then turned a weapon on himself, but officers subdued him. Alyssa, weak but alive, was rushed to a hospital. The children, reunited with their mother, wept with relief. Trevor faced charges of abduction, attempted murder, and more, his reign of terror finally over. The legal battle stretched to 2022, delayed by procedural hurdles, but justice prevailed. Trevor was convicted on all counts, sentenced to 3 life terms. The children's testimony, especially Arden's, was pivotal, their courage shining through guilt and pain. Alyssa married Jeffrey, who embraced her family. Together, they built a home of love and safety, a testament to Alyssa's resilience. Alyssa's story is a beacon for survivors. If you or someone you know faces abuse, help is available. Like, comment, and subscribe to support our mission to share stories of survival and justice. Together, we can raise awareness and inspire change.